we're starting now. My name is Marconi. I'm here with my friend, Nick Miles. We used to do radio together, if you're familiar with that.
We had fans.
Yeah, we did. And I think when I announced that we might be doing a podcast, they seemed to have a mild response. So I was happy about that they even remember it all.
We'll have at least double the listeners we had last time, which will make it 4.
Hey, Suckies, it's Marconi. I'm here in my fortress of solitude, camp quarantine. It's over a month now, and I've gone to a dark place. I decided after many years of doing podcasts, starting and ending them, that I would try one more final podcast. So here it is. I don't know how many episodes we're going to do. Today's episode with Nick is more of just testing our equipment to make sure it still works. We're going to do more episodes with our buddy Tiny. We all used to do a radio show in Portland, if you're familiar with that. If not, you might like it anyway. I don't know. Who knows how many episodes we'll do, what the parameters will be, what the content's going to be. We just thought we'd put something together and just to pass the time, really. We're good friends, so it's kind of fun to hear each other's voices with regularity every week with a purpose of some kind of maybe entertaining a couple of people. And if that's you, great. If you want to be part of it, awesome. We have a Facebook group called Final Podcast and an Instagram, also Final Podcast. So this episode is a mini episode where my friend Nick and I just were having a conversation, and I guess I'll let you listen in on parts of that. Enjoy. I've been in quarantine over 30 days now, and by the time this podcast, it's almost 6 weeks of quarantine by the time we post this, I think. I don't know. It's insane. Are you losing your mind?
No, you know what? I lost my mind a long time ago, so there's very few places to go for me.
But I mean, what are you doing to keep your wits together? Because I mean, I'm working from home, and I love that part of it. I don't miss the commute situation, but I do miss like the thought of going outside. You know, knowing that I really can't go outside bugs me, and because I live in an area where you can't. I mean, I can't really. I mean, you could probably go outside and be fine because you have a yard and your neighbors are leaving you alone. But where I live, the only way to get people to stay away from me is I have this pet stroller that I can push, and I can push that to the grocery store without my cats in it. I know that sounds odd enough, but without the cats, nobody ever kind of checks it out. So they just look at me like this weird dude walking down the street with a mask and a black clothing, and I'm pushing this stroller without a baby or any animals in it. And they're just like, what's going on with that? So they stay at least 20 feet away, and it's perfect for me.
I think one of the things that makes me laugh a lot of times is these, we were all about taking hijabs off, uncovering your face. You weren't allowed to go into places with a covered face because it was a security risk. Now it's like, put a cover on your face.
Yeah. I mean, it is true. Like right now, if somebody was going to be a bandit, it's their time to shine.
Right. And one of the things I find, and you should have it, you should be a new experience for you, is I use the ski masks. So a lot of times when you go skiing, they have this like tube you put around your neck. Right. It's like a scarf, right. And you just pull it up around your nose. And I have a bunch of those because I ski sometimes, and so I wear those. It's like a ready-to-go face mask. So that's what I use. But the trouble is that they fog my glasses. So do you find your bandana fogs your glasses? Because you're a new glasses wearer,
no, I mean, I've had them for years, but the thing is, it's weird is, I guess, and I haven't looked it up yet because I only leave the house every 2 weeks. So I have yet to need to use it again. But when I go to the lobby in my building, I put on the mask because I'm just not going to take any chances. And I do the whole scrub.
Well, I've been to your building. I would wear a full bodysuit, I have to say.
Oh, I do. A hazmat situation. A science burqa, as I like to call it. No, I put on the whole thing. But the glass, I guess there's a proper way to do it so it doesn't fog up your glasses. And I need to research that. I think it's a YouTube video. So I'm gonna definitely, by the next time we do this, our next podcast, I will have that information.
Do you think this podcast will make it out of episode 1?
I don't know. Nick has, I think, I want to say 9. How many animals do you have in your house?
I only have 5.
Okay, Nick,
but they're big ones.
But you always have 5, and they're always big dogs. Was that your dog there, Samwise, in the background?
Who was that? Someone. I got Portia. So that was Joey. So I have Portia underneath me. I have Joey behind. I turned around away from the mic. Sorry if you didn't hear that. I have Portia underneath me. Joey is just leaving. Sam and Arwen are asleep on the couch in the living room, and Bella's asleep in the bathroom.
I love all of Nick's pets. I think I only haven't met the 2 newest additions.
Sam and Arwen?
Yeah.
Samwise is like amazing. He is the most amazing dog I've ever owned. He is relentlessly in love with me. Like, he will not leave me alone. He will, at night, he has to sleep next to me. As soon as I wake up, he comes and, snuggles in right next to me and cuddles and kisses me. Last night, my dear spouse turned the heat down in the house to 66 degrees.
Whoa, wait, hold on a second.
And so I woke up.
He turned the heat down? Because he's the one that always had it. Like, whenever I stayed with you, it was always like 76 in your house.
Yeah, but it's been hot outside. So what happens is the big dogs get all hot and they get panty. So at night, turn the heat down. We forget to turn it up when we go to bed. So what ends up happening is I woke up and it was like 66 degrees in the house. And all the dogs were like under the covers because they were freezing to death. So it was, I had to turn the heat up before I even got out of bed this morning.
I always keep it around 66 at night just so my cats will cuddle me.
Oh.
So I thought that was a tactic.
You're a dirty cuddler. You're a cat cuddler.
Being inside this long, not normal, but I look at it as kind of like an in-house arrest. Like I'm allowed to go to and from the grocery store, that kind of thing. But other than that, I stay inside.
Let's be honest. You've been here many times before. Just this time, you don't have the ankle bracelet.
Right, exactly. But the fact that, I can broadcast on radio from my home, that's like a dream that you had. I mean, Nick, I know you were like me in some ways. When you were a kid, you used to pretend you'd be on the radio, you'd listen to it, and you had this dream of one day being a DJ. And you would practice in your bedroom or your attic or wherever you hid out from your parents. I would do it right in my bedroom, and now I'm literally doing it from my bedroom. So it's weird as an adult to it only took half my lifetime. So I feel like I've accomplished my dreams.
You're a dreamer, but you're not the only one.
We probably won't learn anything from this COVID-19 situation as far as work habits, but I think employers should really pay attention that people are much happier having more of a relaxed schedule and probably still just as productive.
I'm not sure just as productive. It's really easy when I get off a call to go and raid the fridge and sit in front of the TV for 20 minutes, and which turns into 40 minutes.
And what's wrong with that? You're still getting the same amount of work done, Nick. Come on.
But I've gone from a size 30 to a size 46 in pants.
Doesn't matter. Nobody's seeing you. It's great. They don't have to see your waistline. They see the top half, and that's the only part that needs to be business. The bottom is all quarantine. Business on the top, quarantine on the bottom.
All right.
Nick, thank you for, agreeing to do this podcast with me. It is a lot of fun, even though there are technical issues and we can't hear each other every time, but whatever.
Thanks, Zoom, for ruining our podcast.
Do you have any words of wisdom as we go until the next episode?
Yes. Make sure that you follow along my Facebook on how to make delicious dishes, because I don't want to be the only person that emerges when this is over not being fat.
That's our mini episode for today. On the next episode, Tiny, former show member for my radio show, will be joining us as well. That will probably be considered the official first episode, and you can follow us on our Facebook group, just Final Podcast, and on Instagram at Final Podcast. And search Final Podcast on all the places where you get your podcast. If it's not there, let me know. I'll figure it out. And also be found at marconibaloney.com/podcast. So good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah. Thanks, nobody, for listening.